Welcome to the mini fashion tutorial set. Before you start, check the text below the video to be perfectly ready. Let's get started with this one. We start with a loose sketch of the clothes just to get an idea about the overall shape of the clothes. But this won't be a part of your final drawing. I'm using dry ink here. If you struggle with the basic shapes, you will find some tips at the end of the video. Create a new layer, pick some fancy color and use a medium airbrush, draw the jacket. If your character has one hand partly behind the body, like mine, draw the sleeve in another layer. Create a new layer above the jacket for the collar. Pick a brighter color. Use an eraser to refine the shape. I speed it up a bit. Create a new layer under the jacket and draw a sweater. I picked light blue color. Create a new layer above the sweater and tap on the clipping mask. Add shading under the jacket. Always remember to add shading between layers of clothes. Draw a strong shade and soften it with an eraser. Create a new layer under the shade and add some texture or pattern in a dark blue. If you want, use my checkered pattern brush. It is from my fashion brush set, details are below the video. I turn it slightly to change direction of pattern. Tap on the arrow up here. Use a pen or your fingers to rotate your drawing. Match the pattern with the shape of the belly. Tap on the magic wand, then on the liquify and the push option. Try different sizes for the best results. In a new layer, draw a dark blue cuff using dry ink. Feel free to turn off your sketch. Draw a cuff also at the bottom. Feel free to fix any mistakes or make adjustments along the way. Create a new layer above the cuffs, tap on the clipping mask and add some bright details. Also even brighter. Create another layer for more details using the noise brush. And also use a dark color. Using medium airbrush, add shade under the jacket. In the shade layer of the sweater, add shade under the cuffs. Create a new layer above the jacket, tap on the clipping mask. Add some shading here. On the sides, under the collar. Everywhere you feel it's right. Add shade also to the second sleeve. Fix the shade on the jacket if you need. I want to fix the color. I speed it up, but take your time, pay attention to details. Create a new layer, tap on the clipping mask. Using the noise brush, add some gentle structure and colors. Draw bright edges on the collar. Add these edges also along the jacket, in a new layer above the jacket layer. For some pattern or structure, create a new layer above the jacket base. If you want, use my knitting pattern brush. Tap on the arrow, select the wrap option and click here to activate blue dots. Move with the pattern, make it round, follow the shape of your character's body. More precise movement is made with the magic wand and push option. If you struggle here, I will show you how to work with the shape of the character with a few lines. Just follow the way of shaping. It is round or straight. Is there some folding? Follow things like that. Okay, the cuffs in the new layer. Create a new layer above, tap on the clipping mask and using the noise brush, add some bright color here. And in a new layer, using black color, draw some details. Using the medium airbrush, add shade. Fine-tune it with bright color. Match all cuffs layers, tap on that layer, tap on the copy option. Tap on this tool up here, on the add option and on the paste. Now just fix the placement and size. I like to use this smudge tool to fix the structure. The pattern is missing here, so draw it in a new layer using the same color and brush. Create a new layer on top, pick the same color like for the cuffs and using the dragging brush, draw a pocket. Using the noise brush, add some details. Follow my drawing or your own creativity. In a new layer, add here cute detail. If you want, use my cat stamp. Fix the shape. Now time for the red buttons. Create a new layer and pick the medium hard airbrush. Draw a circle and hold your pen to get a nice smooth shape. In a new layer with a clipping mask, draw some details around the buttons. I speed it up again. I like to play with details. Try it too. Now make holes inside in the main layer. Continue with details. In a new layer, draw a stitch. Merge all buttons layers. Slide on the layer to the left, tap duplicate. Fix the placement and do it again. Now match all buttons together. Now add shading on the jacket. Choose the shade layer. Draw shades under the cuff, under the buttons. And under the pocket too. Don't forget to draw it also under the collar. Add some details like tiny folding here. And make some lines stronger if you want. You can also add some highlights. Also brighter edges here. We need to put a shade under the clothes. Always remember that. Create a new layer above the character and tap on the clipping mask. Using the medium airbrush, add shading. Remove any parts of the character that peek out. Now draw clouds around the entire body. Again, remember to do this always. Create a new layer under the character, match the colors. also on the sleeves. I need to fix the shade here. Now, what is missing? The buttons needs the holes. Tap on the layer with the jacket and, using the eraser, create the holes. Add shade here in the right layer. And if you want to be more precise, add also some highlights using the noise brush. Now we need to add some shading under. Now the head in a new layer under the character. Match the colors and use the medium airbrush. Add also a gentle shade. Create a new layer on the top and draw head also here. Now add some highlights. Don't tap on the clipping mask, you need to cover the entire head now. Also some shade. Add shade behind the character too. Create a new layer on the bottom for the pompom. Pick the color of the collar and use the wine charcoal brush. Draw also with darker color and shade with black. Don't forget to add shade under the head. And final touch, if your character has fur, draw some hairs peeking out or over the clothes. I'm using my custom brush for fur. Details like this make your drawing more professional. Perfect! If you want to try more fashion tutorials, check out these outfits on my Patreon. Also the basic principles of drawing clothes. If you struggle with the basic shapes, I prepared a few outlines for you. You can upload it into your Procreate as a loose sketch, adjust the shape to your character and continue with coloring. More details you can find in the text below the video. Hope you enjoyed the drawing and see you around!